13 to go.
You know what that last sounded like? We got plenty of money, but the banker don't like you.
Yeah, but the bank's not open, right? Plenty of money, the bank's closed. You know, we had a question about how these teams know if they're low on fuel. Of course, they don't have gas gauges because the foam in the fuel cell would prevent the float that runs the gas gauge from moving up and down.
The way it works, Mike, is first of all, you got to know your fuel cell. In other words, some teams run one fuel cell the whole year because it carries the maximum gallon is like 23 gallons. So they want to make sure that they carry 23 gallons and that they pick up all 23 gallons. Before the race, they run 10 laps of practice or 5 laps of practice. Then they come in after that and they fill the car up with fuel and they say, okay, we ran 5 laps on this 2-mile racetrack and it took 5 gallons. They figured their fuel mileage out in practice way before the race. And then what happens is during the race, they monitor it. They start each dump can with 11 gallons in each dump can. When the pit stop is over, they make sure how much fuel is in it, and they also have a scale they weigh. There is an art to it, and every team is a little bit different.
Now they weigh the fuel left in the dump can and compare that with a full load and multiply gas mileage from there. 11 laps to go. We'll be right back to Pocono.
Mark's turn.
9 laps to go. Mark Martin has not been able to run away from Ernie Irvan. And here you'll see dramatically how one car can be better than another at different parts of the racetrack.
You hit it on the head right there. The 28 car of Ernie Irvan, he gets through the corner so much faster than Mark. He actually run him down 10 car lengths down through there. Now down the straightaway, you'll see him pull away again. Mark's trying everything in the world. He pulled all the way over to the left side. Just that you see Dale Jarrett splash and go there. 3rd gear only. That's got to seem like an eternity getting back up to speed. Now see, he's running Mark Martin all the way down and up beside of him through that corner. Mark's not getting through the corner near as fast as Ernie Irvan is.
Now what's going to be interesting, watch when they come up off of turn 4 to see if Mark has got enough power running back down. Ernie's flying through the corner.
There'll be 7 laps to go. Check that, 8 laps to go. Rusty Wallace, the runaway leader. Dale Earnhardt and then these two, or Jeff Gordon and then these two for 4th and 5th.
Now you know why. Whoa, Mark Martin's loose there.
There was our problem. I think Mark's got a flat tire.
Mark's got a right rear tire cut down.
Oh, he's trying to hang on and drive it 8 more laps, but
whoa, you see a piece of it come off there. The right rear was flat going in the corner.
That's going to be a caution right there.
I wonder, here comes Schrader and Morgan Shepherd. They will pass Mark Martin for position, moving up into 5th and 6th. There's that piece of rubber, but it's way up out of the corner. We'll see what happens here. 7 laps to go. Remember, Ernie Irvan's team has told us they do not want to see a caution.
Here's
Caution.
the yellow.
It's out. Mark Martin may go down a lap as a result of this. And this will set up the classic confrontation. Rusty Wallace in the Ford, Dale Earnhardt in the Chevrolet with about 5 laps to go.
Yeah, it's not going to be a long caution.
And the good part is they don't have to do a whole lot. Just run out and get that piece of rubber off the racetrack and they'll be ready to go again.
Mark Martin, we are told, will not pit. At least not this time. And try to stay on the racetrack.
You know what's interesting here, Mark Martin is running around on his inner liner, which Goodyear has made, and it's making him stay up.
The reason he did that, pit road is closed when he come by the first time, so he'll come in the next lap by when the green flag comes out to go in pit road.
Also, buddy, most of the cars are still at racing speed until they come up and catch the pace car. He could easily go down a lap if he stayed on, pace truck, go down a lap if he stayed out. One of our 800 calls, why a pace truck? Because Pocono Raceway said so. Each track selects their own pace vehicle. They could put a Hummer out there if they wanted to. And yesterday, maybe they could have, should have.
Yeah.
Hope that's a 4-wheel drive truck. We needed one yesterday.
You remember in Dover last week, he began to have problems on the restart. He had a chance there where the car wasn't going to come back up to speed again. It vapor locked on him. Hope that don't happen to him again, but anything can happen.
Now, here's the big question. Less than 10 laps to go. So they will restart single file. And the lead lap cars get to move up in the order behind the safety car. So, in fact, I think it was Rusty asked the question in the drivers' meeting. He says, does that mean if there's 3 cars on the lead lap, the third place guy could come in, get 4 stickers, and then come all the way up the front of the line to third place? And they said, yes, it does. So who will pit? Who will stay out?
You know Mark Martin's coming in. Rusty's coming down pit road.
So Rusty can restart no worse than 8th. But here's Earnhardt coming in as well, and Jeff Gordon. So 3 of the lead lap cars. Here's Ernie Irvan, 4.
Okay.
You know Mark Martin will. That's 5. So staying out on the racetrack among the lead lap cars will be anybody? Where's Schrader? Schrader's in pit road. So's Morgan Shepherd. Brett Bodine is in. Everybody's in. Randy?
Well, I don't think there's any question about what these guys have to do. They got to take on 4 skins. They're on the right-hand side of both Rusty Wallace's car and Dale Earnhardt's car. Left side lug nuts being loosened on the 2 car. Left side all the way around to the jack. The 2 cars beating him. It's 2 tires for Earnhardt. He's going to take the gamble. He's down and away. Rusty Wallace is going to take on 4.
Dale Earnhardt drew 2. Rusty Wallace kept 1 hole card and drew 4.
Man
Let's
alive.
see.
Is there any such thing as an easy victory? I don't think so.
I don't either. Shake that wrist, Rusty. You're going to be busy here in a second. 5 laps to go before the restart. Let's take this pause from Pocono. We'll be right back, and you're not going to want to miss it. Here's the story. 5 laps to go. Rain closing in fast. They'll get green next time by. But as the cars came around after their pit stops, Jeff Gordon spun off the course into the grass in turn 2. Finally got to the infield grass. Finally got it going again, and he'll pick up his restart position. And we'll get ready to go racing. It'll be green this time. Earnhardt's the leader. Wallace is second. Ernie Irvan's up there with Gordon, Morgan Shepherd, Kenny Schrader, Brett Bodine, Mark Martin, Michael Waltrip.
Tell you, it's really going to be interesting here. Dale Earnhardt is the only one that has only 2 right sides on that are brand new. His left sides are used. Everybody behind him has got 4 new tires on. We'll have to see just how important this is going to work out.
Kenny, you've run Earnhardt many a time. He's one of the toughest guys on the racetrack to get by. And he's got right sides, which are the most important tires. But I think Rusty may have an edge by having 4 fresh tires.
And that's what they thought at Charlotte against Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
That 4 tires would be the advantage. Now they are moving Jeff Gordon back behind Morgan Shepherd, at least behind Morgan Shepherd, because when he came back up to speed, he should have fallen in the running order and not where he is at present. They got also radio Ernie Irvan to get by him. Irvan just thought that Gordon was going back to his position. Well, we'll see what we do here.
You can see all the mud on Jeff Gordon's left rear tire. That somehow he got into the infield and then mud got stuck in there and took back off.
Now, looks like we may restart them just the way they are, single file.
There goes your brother doing his wrist again. He must be all ready.
He knows it's showtime.
We're staying caution.
They probably have to sort out this little deal with the 24 car. I'm not sure whether there's rain on the racetrack. That's another question.
Well, they're doing it to reline up Jeff Gordon. Well, no safety car. And this is a strange turn of events. Earnhardt trying to keep the tires clean and keep heat in the tires. Boy, the longer they wait, the better it is for Earnhardt.
You got that right. I mean, he's saying right now, I don't care whether they ever restart it again. Yeah. You know?
Yep. That's right. Now here's Jeff Gordon. Let's see what happens. Right now, we're not aware of what indications are being given from the officials to the crews and to the teams. That's how we had the running order. Earnhardt, Rusty Wallace, and on back we would show Gordon as 8th toward that tail end of the lead lap. And Rusty Wallace, he wanted this race to restart. So now let's see if they'll have to give one to go again or they'll go this time.
That's Buddy Parrott. I don't believe anybody wants to give him a whole bunch of guff right there. He's really hot about this thing not going back to green.
They can't get the fucker lined up right. The damn cars.
Don't see any rain on the windshield of any of those cars from the in-car cameras. And apparently what is in question right now is that Jeff Gordon spun off the racetrack and stopped. You are not allowed to pass under caution, but if a car loses forward motion, it may be passed, and that's what happened to Jeff Gordon. So when Gordon got going again, he attempted to come back up into the position he was running, which was just before Ernie Irvan. That's where he settled into line. So now they're trying to get that squared away.